Hey y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Yvonne here. It has been a while. A lot has happened since my last video. I've had 2 jobs. I've had 4 paychecks. I'm still off the weed. I'm avoiding my family, y'all, and myself. For it's easier that way. It's just easier to disconnect, you know. How do you avoid yourself? I don't know. You kind of disconnect from your body. You doom scroll. You do certain things, you know. You put other people before yourself. You're a recovering people pleaser. That's an awareness I, have fully of about myself. Also recovering rageaholic, recovering people pleaser as well. Another thing that has happened is my grand's got a terminal diagnosis, which has really threw me into a loop. Perhaps everybody who loves her and knows her is also thrown into a loop, I'd imagine. The only thing you can do is make sure you do everything that you can do because you don't want to have certain regrets. Once she takes her way on to the new road. There's this song that was literally just put out like maybe 24 to 38 hours ago by 21 Pilots, and it really relates to my circumstances right now. Got a bad feeling I'm about to break, been on a good streak, but the pressure's overweight. Is it good for my head to keep track? If I'm gonna snap next, then I gotta snap back. I got a bad feeling I'm gonna lose the lead. Have I burnt all the bridges? Bite the hand that helps me, give the finger stitches. Blacklisted from forgiveness, fool you once. It's been 25 times. It's a backslide. I commandeered a hot ride. Drove it till the engine died. All of the progress lost today. Not exactly true because I am not on weed. So the progress is still moving forward, but like the mental engine has kind of died. I took a break or oh yes, that's another thing I've done, which I vaguely remember speaking, but I've taken a break from mental health, the mental health system, all of that kind of insanity. I felt like after 8 years, it's been enough for now. The diagnosis of borderline personality fits. The dodgy, airy, iffy nature of me is due to it, Borderline is not as bad as a diagnosis as I may have thought. It really just means you are super uncertain and unsettled, and then there's those times where you are settled and you're certain, and the diagnosis of borderline personality disorder really fits with me. It's not my identity, but it's definitely a part of me. I have had the awareness and have come to the awareness that this dodgy, airy, iffy nature of me creates a real struggle to consistently love myself, to consistently care for myself, to consistently have compassion for myself, to consistently, be balanced. It's the biggest struggle in my reality of my mind, body, and soul. That's why I do have the ink, as if you've watched, heard, know me, I'm navigating the airy, dodgy nature of me. I've come to terms that I deeply struggle believing in me. I deeply struggling to believe in myself. I deeply struggle with loving myself, with having compassion with myself, with, creating my reality and continuing my self-healing, self-discovery journey. But I do deeply love and understand myself. For this whole journey started with my inner child. That's where my testimony starts. It starts with my inner child, who I am dodgy in being hand to hand with her, but I am hand to hand with her. And she is what keeps me going. She is what keeps me inspired. She is what keeps me believing in myself. And I really need to ground through all these changes, through all these updates, and through all life's nature. As much as I'm dodgy and airy and uncertain because of my diagnosis and just my adaptations, life is quite airy, dodgy, and, uncertain. So I really need to ground within me, within my inner child, within my God, Mother Gaia, and all of the things that have got me here to this place you see now. My adaptations are BPD, ADHD, minor OCD, and complex PTSD. If you've ever heard me say, what are your adaptations? This means your maladaptive coping mechanisms, your healthy coping mechanisms, your diagnoses, your anxiety, your triggers. All of this is your adaptations. And when you practice self-examination, self-study, you can get a clearer look on, yourself and your adaptations. All of this has thrown me into another spiritual awakening that I've been told by my guides many times. If I don't do certain things, I will go crazy. My grandma enlightened me, though, to the fact that I know what I want, what I need, and this is usually what prevents me from going absolutely crazy, because I deeply know what I want, what I need, and the choices that I need to make to get to what I want and what I need. And because of the borderline personality disorder, I'm just always borderlining. I'm at that threshold, and I just need to get out of my own way. And I've had the epiphany that I don't want to see certain people because I feel like they get in my way, and I'm already so much in my own way that I don't need anybody else in my way. I feel like if you are attracted to my channel, you are always on the threshold of loving yourself and hating yourself. You're always on the threshold of caring for yourself and not caring for yourself. You're always on the threshold of believing in yourself and not believing in yourself. And you're also in the threshold of knowing what you need and want, and knowing what you need to do to get there. But then, being conflicted with your programming and your brainwashing and, not being grounded. And that's my biggest problem through all these updates, through having 2 jobs, 4 paychecks, still being off weed, avoiding my family, friends, and you and myself. My grandma's terminal illness, my break off of mental health. I've not grounded through any of these things. And I'm grateful for this awareness because I need to ground in me, ground in the changes I have made, and ground in the steps that I need to take forward. I have much ease in my soul because I know what I am doing and what is needed, and I know how to navigate all of the waters of me. I am grateful that you are sitting, listening to me, explain my navigation talents. And I'm sending love and all you need to navigate your waters. Cheers.